I was 24, I had this notion that I hadn't really accomplished anything, and I hadn't. I was pretty far behind. I was still working on my college degree. I had 2 kids that I had young enough that they were in grade school at that point, and I was just like kind of lost. So for some reason, I decided the best way to combat those feelings was to visit every state in the US before I turned 30. Now, I had not been to many states at that time. I think I had managed maybe 4. I mentioned this here and there to various people. I got a lot of pushback. Coworkers, my family, my friends, they were all like, you're all talk. There's no way you're going to manage that. You're a broke bitch with 2 kids, which, like, fair, understand it. And then there was one guy that was like, I think you can do it and I think I can help. Now we're married. So I was able to accomplish it. I was able to go to all 50 states before I turned 30. I've taken my kids around to about 25 of them. The thing with kids is if you have well-behaved children, people will just take them, and it's not really that big of a deal. If you have shitty kids, nobody wants to babysit them for you. Also, they're like puppies. If you want a puppy that you can take on a road trip, what do? You teach it how to behave on a road trip. It's the same thing with kids. So I was a broke bitch, right? So it's not like I could buy a Sprinter van and just like go around the country, right? So we broke it into several different sections. The easiest way to get started is just go up the eastern seaboard. You get at least 13 doing that. One thing that sets a lot of people back is that they're really snooty about where they stay. I like to stay in places where there's a lot of like union guys staying, like if there's a power plant nearby or something like that, and a lot of them are staying at the former Motel 8. Like, it's probably a pretty safe place, and they're gonna pipe down pretty quick. And so that most of the time you're gonna pay like 60 to 70 bucks for a motel like that. Another thing that gets people is they want to drive these humongous cars. You don't need a humongous car for several reasons. You need a small, compact, gas-efficient vehicle to get you from A to B that blends in, right? Be as inconspicuous as possible. BMW might be a small, compact, gas-efficient car, but do you really want to be driving that like in New Orleans or like in St. Louis or somewhere like that? As long as you take basic safety steps, this is not a hard thing to do. There were weekends where we just got off work and we were like, do you want to go to Chicago this weekend? And we were like, sure. It's like a 12-hour drive, but let's do it. I drove to Fargo, North Dakota on a whim. It's a really, again, like, it's a fun thing to do. It's a great way to see the country, just like spider web out from where you are. And visit all the states near you and see like all of the sites and stuff. Be a tourist in your own town just to get started. There is nothing more mentally refreshing or stimulating than travel. It's something I highly recommend for everybody. The younger you are, the better. Like, just get out there and see the world.